Everybody and welcome back. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Horizontech Falcon King 80 watt kit, and it does go from 5 watts to 80 watts. It does take one 18650 battery that is not included. It does have the Falcon King tank on it. With this bubble glass, it does hold 6 mils of e-liquid. With the straight glass that they do provide you as an extra, it does hold between 4 to 5 mils. I'm not exactly sure which one, but it does hold something smaller. I'm guessing like 4 mils. That's usually the way that it is. It does have this locking feature top cap, which I absolutely love. So yeah, that's definitely a plus. And if you notice, it does have an OLED screen, so you can actually adjust your wattage. So it's not just a vape pen. It's actually a regulated vape pen that you can adjust your wattage, and it even has a preheat function, which I'm going to show you down below.
80 watt. So let's go below and we'll take a look at the Horizontech. Oh my God.
So let's go down below. We're going to take a look at the Horizontech Falcon King 80 watt kit. So here we are with the Falcon kit by Horizontech. I do have it in stainless steel. It does come in 5 colors. This is the box that it comes in. Very, very simple. On the back, you're going to get your kit contents. This does include, if you can see, it includes the Falcon mod, the tank, 2 coils, a 5 mil straight glass, bubble glass, of course, has the 6 mil and some other information. Your scratch off authenticity is here. It does have that security code right there for you. So inside, you're going to get your user manual. It does have all the information regarding the tank and the mod right here, all in one place. So we'll go ahead and go over that. You're also going to get this warranty card, which you want to fill out just in case you ever do need it, or keep it where you know where it is. Battery care guide. This is being brought to you because this does take one 18650 battery that is not included, and that's what it looks like. It gives you some warnings on the battery. You also get a packet of silica gel. Please do not eat. You're going to get a USB cable. This, I'm guessing, is for firmware upgrades because I never recommend charging a battery inside of a mod. You're going to get the mod. This is an 80 watt mod, and we're going to go over that in a second. You're going to get the Falcon King tank with this, so we'll also be going over that. You're going to get a spare coil, which we'll go over that as well. And then you're going to get a baggie of O-rings and a gasket, which is great because I love when they give the gasket just in case you have any problems. And then you're going to get a spare glass. This is actually the straight glass. This glass, actually online it says it holds 4 mils. On the back of the box it says 5 mils, but it does come already installed with a bubble glass that holds 6 mils, which is my preferred anyways. So we're going to go ahead and put this aside, and let's go ahead and look at the tank. Now, I personally have not actually reviewed the Falcon King tank, so we're going to go ahead and review this. Now, right at the top, you do have an 810 drip tip, but of course it is the one with the O-ring. I absolutely love this fat O-ring rather than the other one. Really, really nicely done. It fits nice and secure. Now, in here, being that it does have the O-ring here, you will not be able to use a regular 810 there because there's no O-ring on the inside. One thing about this tank I'm going to tell you that I love right now is the fact that it's got this little button. You press that button, it opens up, and this is where you can actually fill your e-liquid. Never down the center, only down this part here. And it locks into place. Look at that. It literally locks into place. I love that. On the bottom, it does have a triangular type of airflow, so you do have 3 slits, 1, 2, and 3. Whatever you do to one will happen to the other. And then on the bottom, it does have a protruding 510, but I would never recommend this on a hybrid mech mod. This does say Falcon King, Horizontech right there. To get into the inside, you're just going to unscrew the base like this. When you do that, you can actually change out your glass if you want the straight glass, or you can leave it like this or take it apart to clean it. I love bubble glass, so for me, this is a must. Now, installed is going to be your dual mesh coil. This is the M Dual. This comes pre-installed, but they do give you a second coil, which I will show you in a second. So let's go ahead and look at this one. This is the M Dual. This is a 0.38 ohm coil. It does have an 80 watt resistance. M Dual is the name of this one, and you can see that it's got 2 mesh coils in there. The spare coil, or the extra coil that they give you, this is the M1 coil. It is a single coil of mesh, and this one is the 0.16 ohm coil. It does go up to 75 watts. So this is the second one. I absolutely love these coils. These are actually made of bamboo fibers and organic cotton. So the flavor on these coils is absolutely amazing. I'm actually going to keep the dual coil installed. I like either one, but the dual is I think it's my favorite personally. So to install it, you always want to turn it the wrong way until it clicks in. Once you hear that click, then you want to tighten it down. The reason why I show you this on every video is because that way you know that it's threaded in correctly. If it doesn't have that click and it feels like it's okay, it probably is. But just to make sure, you definitely want to go ahead and make sure that you do that. Now, if you notice, there is a min line on both coils. I do not recommend going below this line, which they do suggest, because when you do, it dries out the cotton. Your cotton's not getting saturated. You're going to burn it out faster, and you possibly can get a dry hit. So you definitely don't want to let your e-liquid go below that min line. So as usual, I'm going to go ahead and prep my coil. To do that, you want to put a little bit of e-liquid on the inside on the coils, and then you're going to put some on the outside. And I'm actually going to be doing that with this. So I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit on the inside like this. I'm not going to saturate it, but I just put a little bit there to help it start wicking, and you'll see that it starts getting wet right there. I'm going to put a little bit here and a little bit here, not on the open ones because then it'll leak out on me. I've had that happen 1,000 times. And then just screw this base in. Now, whenever you're filling a tank for the first time or you have a fresh coil for the first time, you definitely want to let it sit for about 5 minutes. For mesh coils, it doesn't take longer than 5 minutes. Other coils, possibly like 10. But yeah, I'm going to say 5. So we're going to go ahead and put this aside once we fill it. Again, it does hold 6 mils of e-liquid, and I'm loving this lock feature. I love hearing it click into place. That is a must for any type of a sub-ohm or a top fill tank. I feel like it should have some sort of locking mechanism, and I really, really like this one. So let's go ahead and put this aside and we'll go over the mod. Okay, so here is the mod itself. It does go from 5 watts to 80 watts, and it does take an 18650 battery that is not included. On the top, it's going to show you a little warning sign. It also does have a spring-loaded 510 right there. It does have a fire button, an up button, a down button, and an OLED screen. On the bottom, it does say Falcon 80. It's got that Falcon emblem that we're so used to, and it does have battery ventilation, which is amazing. On this side, you do have your USB port. Again, I do not recommend charging any type of external batteries in a mod, but it does come with that. Now you take it apart. This is the base. It does say negative right there. On the inside, deep on the inside, not sure if you can see it, it does have a plus symbol. So you will always put in your battery positive side in. And there we go, positive side. I got my Galici battery right there. Pop that in just like that. Put on the base. The threading on here is really, really, really smooth. And it just goes on just like that. Really, really smooth threading. Now on the screen, if you can see, it does show 80 watts right there. So it shows 80 watts. So you're gonna have your wattage. You're gonna have your battery level. You're gonna have your resistance as well as your voltage when firing. And to turn it off or on, it's 5 clicks of your fire button. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna say goodbye. To turn it back on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it turns it back on, and then it'll go to 80 watts. Now this does have a maximum of 80 watts, and it goes as low as 5 watts, and it does round robin. If you notice, I pressed the up and it went right to 5 watts, and then you can go ahead and go all the way up to 80 watts. Now this is a regulated device, so what you can do is you can actually press the up and down simultaneously. This will lock your screen. So you cannot adjust it, but you can fire it because it's locked. You can fire it, but you can't adjust it, which I do like locks like this. I don't like it when it locks the whole thing. To unlock it, you're going to do the same thing, plus and minus, and it unlocks right there. It also has a preheat function. It's not temperature control, so I really like that. It gives it a little bit of a boost. So in order to put on your preheat function, you're going to press your fire and your plus simultaneously. And you're going to see that it says preheat. See, preheat adjustment. So now you can actually adjust your preheat. It's 33 watts there. You can go up if you want. And it'll go for 1 second. And this will go as high as 100 watts. Then it does round robin to 33 watts again. So there you go. And then press the fire button. It goes over to your seconds. You can actually have this for up to 1 full second. So, and it does round robin. So you can change it again. So it does have that preheat function. You just press your fire button and it automatically sets that for you. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Other than that, it doesn't really do anything else. 5 clicks on and off. locks your keys. You've got a preheat function. It goes up to 80 watts. It's absolutely amazing. So let's go ahead and put this tank on it. Now the tank is 25.4 millimeters in diameter. I did want to let you know about that. I almost totally forgot about that. It does come in 5 colors. I'm actually going to go ahead and put the colors on the screen for you right here. And you've got blue, rainbow, black, purple, and then of course this stainless steel. Now I think that this stainless steel actually looks absolutely beautiful. I really like the looks of it. Without a battery in it, it barely weighs anything. The tank weighs more than the mod itself, in my opinion. Now it does take one 18650 battery. Again, that is not included. You would actually have to have your own battery on this, but it does have the airflow adjustment. It does hold 6 mils of e-liquid, and it does go up to a total of 80 watts. And the best part is it round robins, and you also get a preheat option. So those are the features of this kit. Again, this is the Horizontech Falcon King 80 watt kit. And let's go on top, pros and cons and what I think about it. And before anything, I'm going to go ahead and have a vape, and then we're going to talk more about it as usual. Super smooth. Do you hear it? Super, super smooth. Absolutely amazing flavor. I'm getting every nuance of this flavor in here. One thing that I think it does provide the smoothness to it is going to be the triangular airflow. I call it triangular airflow. What that means is it's actually got 3 airflow slits instead of 2. I love that because to me it gives it more of a rounded, even vape in my opinion. It just makes it more bold and more flavorful. So this 80 watt kit does go up to 80 watts. It round robins. That's definitely a pro for me. I am going automatically into the pros. It's definitely a pro for me. You've even got a preheat function. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. Very, very easy to navigate. Again, it does give you the round robin so you can go up and down from 5 watts to 80 watts, which I do like. It comes with the 2 mesh coils. That's definitely a huge pro for me. The M1 coils are... The M1 coil is super, super flavorful. It is the single mesh coil. I love that one, but for me in this kit, the dual coil is my preferred. I do prefer the M dual over the single coil. I'm
not sure why, I just do. I really, really do.
I just love the flavor with the dual coil. Now the single coil again is not bad. For me, it gives it more of a tunnel type of sound. So it is a little bit louder than the dual coil. Maybe that's why I like it better, but that's just my opinion on it. Both of them have the same amazing flavor. So pro all the way across. I do love the fact that you can lock the up and down or your wattage control. I like that you can lock it because then all you have to worry about is the fire button. If you're holding it, you don't have to worry about accidentally changing your wattage while you're holding it, even though where it's actually at, you really wouldn't really touch it, but I love the fact that they included that. Now, another huge pro for me is going to be this top lock. The top fill lock to me is definitely a huge pro because anything that has a swivel or a push or anything like that really needs to have that locking feature. With the locking feature, you don't have to worry about it opening accidentally in your pocket or your purse. It works just fine. I absolutely love it. You press it and it opens up. It makes it super easy to fill, and it locks into place with that click. And that to me is what I look for. Now, for the mod, it does take an 18650 battery. Again, it's not included. You would have to provide your own. Very smooth threading on this, and I love the fact that it's got battery ventilation. There honestly is nothing I can come up with for a con. I'm loving it. It does remind me sort of like the Freemax one that I did, the Twister. It reminds me of that one. And also, I think there was one from iJoy, if I'm not mistaken, that also had something similar to this. But I love the fact that it does make it a little bit different, that they added that preheat function, which was not included in the other ones that I previously did go ahead and review. So I really like it. I love the screen. It's not too dim. It's very bright, in my opinion. For a screen of this color, when it's really dark like that, you do want a brighter screen, especially when you're outside in the sun and stuff. So I love the screen. I love the battery indication. The only thing that I would say is I wish that it had the battery percentage, but that is like a really nitpicky thing to say. I do like that it's got the lines, but for me, battery percentage, it just makes it a little bit easier to know when your batteries really needs to be changed. But again, pretty much everybody has an 18650 battery. I always carry two with me no matter what I'm carrying. So I always have an extra battery just in case. Now it does come with the USB. That to me, I don't think it's necessary unless they're going to have firmware upgrades. Now, if they are going to have upgrades to the firmware, then yes, I definitely do recommend that. But on a device like this, I tend to find a lot of people are charging the battery within the mod. And that to me is a no-go because you can damage the longevity of your battery as well as the mod itself. And that's just my opinion, but I do have to state my opinion being that it's my channel, it's my review. So other than that, I really cannot find any con to this. It feels really good in the hand. Without a battery, it barely weighs anything, which is really nice as well. The flavor on this is just like their Falcon, the regular Falcon tank. Absolutely amazing flavor. These coils are absolutely outstanding. Bamboo fiber and organic cotton mixture leaves for a really, really great flavor. Horizontech is really known for their tanks, and this one does, it just continues to shine. So yeah, so that's it for my review. Now it is, if I'm not mistaken, still on pre-order. It's coming out. There are going to be 5 colors. I'm going to go ahead and leave that on the screen again for you. It's going to be blue, rainbow, black, purple, and stainless. And even in stainless, I think that it's great. Each of the colors will come with the corresponding drip tip to match their O-rings, which is another huge pro for me. I love matchy-matchy. So yeah, so that's it for the Falcon King 80 watt kit by Horizontech. This is what it looks like. This is how it vapes. Clouds. So yeah, so that's it for my review, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.